KHU11 Investigates is following the money to find out how school districts are spending funds to improve security.
In 2019, the Texas legislature allocated money to make schools safer. But 3 years later, Grace White has discovered some districts still have tens of thousands of dollars left to spend.
As students return to class this fall, school safety is top of mind.
What's the #1 question you get asked from parents?
What can we do to make sure our students are safe?
The answer weighing more heavily on HISD Police Chief Pedro Lopez Jr.'s mind after Uvalde. He talked with us about the security upgrades the school district has made and showed us one of HISD's biggest ones. Upgrading security systems and the servers that store all the videos.
That's very important because that helps us secure the campuses.
But the money that paid for that upgrade is nothing new. In fact, it was passed by state lawmakers in 2019 in response to the Santa Fe shooting.
Making schools safer is now law in the state of Texas.
The grant provided $100 million to harden schools. According to data from TEA, the top 3 Houston area school districts to receive those funds, Houston ISD at $3.3 million, Cy-Fair ISD at $1.8, and Katy ISD at $1.3.
For the school district this size, $3.3 million, even though it's good, but that only provided fencing for 4 schools. A lot of the money was spent was on upgrading our server systems.
HISD spent all its money, but 3 years later, not every district has. KHU11 Investigates found the top 3 with money left to spend in our area. Spring Branch ISD with $126,000, 23% of its total grant. Aldine ISD with $75,000, that's 7%, and Katy ISD at $83,000 at 6%.
Why do you think some districts have not spent all this money?
Well, I think it's a couple things.
State Representative Dan Huberty is on the Education Committee. He says some districts slated the funds for new or remodeled schools, projects that still aren't finished.
One of the other big obstacles that happened because of COVID, everything just got slowed down. Right?
Spring Branch ISD says COVID slowed their spending down. Its unused funds were for an integrated security system. Due to issues arising from the pandemic, the contractor chosen for this project was not able to complete the work. Aldine and Katy ISDs both told KHU11 they plan to use the remaining funds, but didn't specifically say why the money was not spent.
The legislature's perspective is we want you to spend that money. We want you to get out and do what you need to do. And oh, by the way, come back and tell us what else you need.
This money could only be used to spend on specific things to harden schools. There were 9 categories, things like bulletproof glass, fencing, and 2-way radios.
All right, so what happens, Grace, to the money that is not spent?
Great question. Well, TA just recently announced they are extending this grant, giving schools until next summer to spend any unused funds.
That is a good idea. Give them time to get it together.